Alright, so over here on JP Grand Cross, they finally got the patch notes ready. Now, most of these patch notes are translated. There are a little bit of places that aren't, but that's no big deal since we can probably just make out what they said. I know this is a little bit different than the usual content that I do, but I play so many different games that I thought it was something a little new to bring to the channel. Now, going down here, we got a brand new named hero. Fairy of Blessing Shining Wings Elaine. Now, she is very good for the King team. If you don't know what the King team is, it's Blue King, Green Demon Hendrickson, and what was it? I think it was Goddess Elizabeth and someone else in the back. Usually, I think people put Green Guilt Thunder, the SR one, but this Elaine is very good because with each poison, bleed, shock, or corrosion effect on the enemies, she'll decrease the penetration, critical rate, critical damage by 8%. Now that activates everywhere besides deathmatch, which that's not too, that's not too too bad. I couldn't think of the name or word for it, but her first skill, Merry Christmas, inflicts co-destruction damage equal to 425% of damage on one enemy. Co-destruction, 20% increased damage per debuff on the target. Now, the debuff doesn't just mean corrosion or any of that other stuff. This means like attack buff, HP debuff, all that shit. So this could get quite high depending on how many debuffs you have. But if you're running the King team, more than likely you'll have about 3 to 4 debuffs consistently. Her second effect, Snow Fight, inflicts corrosion damage equal to 20% of max HP on all enemies for 3 turns. Additional damage at the end of every turn. Now that's good to get another debuff going for the King team. Now, if we go over here for the King and Hendrickson, King does the poison, and Hendrickson does the shock and bleed. So, all in all, this Elaine doesn't seem that bad. She seems broken on paper for the King team, but honestly, we'll have to see exactly what happens going forward from here. Whether this buff activates in the back slot or if it has to be in the first slot, which I think this might activate on the back slot, but again, we'll have to see from there. Now, we got another event for the 15, or not 15, what the fuck, 1.5 year Annie. Going down again, we have a special boss with Gil Thunder and the 2 other guys, Howitzer and I don't remember his name. Fucking irrelevant, but with this, of course, the ranking is the same as any other super boss. But what's special about the final boss shop is we're finally getting the SSR Deanne outfit. The one that we have for all the other sins, basically. So, okay. Here is the Elaine banner. Now, they are bringing back Jenna and Zari, or whatever her name is. And, what is this one? This one was Valentine's Elaine, I think this was. So, I mean, that's cool for collection purposes, but you really don't want to summon on this banner. It's really bad. Of course, tickets. Here's the banner. So Shining Wing Elaine is the new character. Then we have the Sweet Temptation, Jenna, Zunnery, and Elaine, which aren't very good. They're basically collection purposes. I believe this king right here is the blue Hellbrim. I said king, but my bad. It's Hellbrim. Destiny Hair, New King Arthur. So this one right here, I believe, is the blue Arthur as well. Matrona, Jericho, which this one is the brand new Jericho that dropped like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, whatever it is now. We have Lilia, which I believe this is the blue Lilia. Valenti, which this is the green one. This is the red Lilia, and the red mono, or no, this one is the blue mono. Excuse me. Moving forward, we have a new event, which you can get a free multi on the Elaine banner. So that is cool if, you really like the King team and you want to prosper. She is like almost a must on the team, but we have to, like I said before, kind of wait and see exactly how her passive works. But if her passive doesn't work in the back, you can easily have Green Gill Thunder in the back, and your team will be tanky as hell and just be able to fist fuck anything, really. Now, these are the missions to get the 10 tickets, which are pretty good. Anvils, UR equipment, and SA fodder. Pretty good. This right here is the Sogolis rewards, the thing where you were able to farm SA coins once a day and shit like that. This is what's replacing it now, basically, and you'll be able to get a couple of these SR food props. This right here is PvP victory event. So for every 3 victories you get in PvP, you'll be able to obtain some of these items, going up to 15. Now, they have 2 different dates that activate this. Starting from the 10th, which is whenever the update drops. This is the first wave. Second is on the 17th, going up to the 23rd, and you'll be able to get another batch. So be sure to do a little bit of PvP. I do not know if this has to be geared PvP or ungeared PvP. I would think that it was both, but I'm not too sure. The Brawl event, basically 3v3, is getting an update for their reward pool after doing, I think it's 3 to 4 different fights. So instead of getting this stuff right here, we're getting this stuff right here for the new one. Which, this is a better upgrade, I would say, but it's nothing too crazy. You're getting a little bit of anvils, enough for 4 different rerolls, and you're getting SA coins. Now, for the books and the chalices, I personally would like the books more, because I got a shit ton of these chalices, but that's just me. Going down, we have another growth support event. Now, this is what I was saying earlier about not knowing exactly too much was translated. Some of this wasn't translated, but I'm pretty sure gcdatabase.com is going to fix this, sooner or later. Everyone over here does great work, and I don't mind to wait for more translations later, but I did want to get this video out, so here we are. So chapter clear rewards, SSR, equipment gotcha up, half AP event, and 100% deathmatch trigger event. So that's cool. Going down, we have the Hawk's treasure event coming back. Basically, you get pickaxes to go into this event, and you get a little rolling thing, depending on how many or what number you land on, is the places you'll move, I guess. It's okay. It's kind of fun, but you're kind of limited on it for a little bit. You can trade in either silver coins or gold coins for the pickaxes, which don't do that. You can just farm those out really easily. Now, for each clear of the map, you'll get these rewards. We're getting the Merlin outfit finally, some more UR stones, some hammers, SA coins, and a free level, not level, but a free star 6 character thing. So that's cool. Going down, we have the Shining Wings Elaine costumes. These two right here, the UR ones, are going to cost you about $30, give or take. And this SSR one right here is going to cost you 60 gems. Personally, I don't think it's worth it unless you're going to be really heavily doing the King team. But, you know, free-to-play players probably just skip that, honestly. Now, the Valentine's characters' costumes are getting another rerun. It looks like just 30 gems get you them, which is cool, I guess. Yeah, it just looks like it's 30. Now, I don't know if this was like this before, but they have effects for the Hell stage. Zenari's gives you cosmetic enhancement material drops. Jenna's is, where's it? Outfit enhancement. Elaine's is cosmetic enhancement as well, for the different raids, of course. Going down a little bit more, we have just another one of these events where you can do it 5 times a day. This one is hero enhancement potions. They're not really that uncommon to get. If you just farm the events, you'll have plenty. Now, we are getting an elite PvP role for the first week, 14th of December to the 20th. Increased damage caused by shock, bleed, and poison. If that doesn't consist of King, of them really wanting you to use King, then I don't know what the fuck is. During this week, you will see nothing but King teams. I guarantee it. Because this right here, by 50%, is just nasty, insane, busted as fuck. Especially with the new Elaine, if you get her. Week 2, 21st of December to the 27th. Rare characters and SR characters are getting buffs to their basic stats. Cool, whatever. 28th of December to the 3rd of January. Increase HP of all heroes by 25%. Whatever. This right here, this Brawl AI settings, basically what I gathered from this before is you'll be able to set up your team to do one of two things, or a couple of different things. Do massive amounts of damage, like try and kill them as fast as possible. You know, take your time, gather your ultimates, and play the defensive side. If you ever played Bleach Brave for Souls, their quote-unquote PvP mode is basically what this is, I would think. For a couple of different things, I think we got... Okay, no, this is the end right here. Finally, I thought we were getting this last time, but now equipment upgrades will no longer fail. It is 100% guaranteed to get enhancement. If you haven't played the game, then you wouldn't know too much about this, but before this update, it was hell on earth to get a piece of equipment from 5 stars to 5+5. It was hell, because I think the rating was like 10% for one level on this. So finally, we don't got to worry about that no more. We can just press this little icon in the bottom and it will get it up to 5+5 for us. So that is very nice. And finally, the Knighthood boss seasons 1 through 3 are now added as playable stages. If you don't know what that means, the current season that we have going right now for the guild boss, after this one is done, whenever this one comes, then the boss that we get to play as, we get to change it depending on whichever one we want to do. I think it's the current one that we got right now, the armor boss, or I don't remember what his name is, then the crab boss, and the other boss that I forget right now, but I think the crab boss is the easiest one out of the 3. So you'll be able to farm it quite easily. But that's it. That's all the patch notes we got right now for this week. Honestly, this is a pretty big update in my mind because we are getting just some very good QRL updates. The equipment system is very, very nice. We've been asking for this forever. We're getting a new lane, which that's okay. It's whatever. It's a new named lane, so if you guys made UR gear for the base version of a lane for whatever reason, you won't be able to use that on her. You'll have to make brand new UR gear or dismantle your old set to give Elaine her new set. And personally, I think maybe HP defense is probably going to be the best bet for her because you want her to stay alive for her debuff, so King and Hendrickson can just wreck house, I guess. So that is it. That's all the updates and whatnot. So stay safe, and I'm out.